I feel that some guys might kind of feel a void in their life through whatever it may be because people are different, and then when they see the pickup community or just the fact that they could sleep with a lot of women, they think, oh, that's going to fill the void, but then they don't really fix themselves, because even if they do get the success in sleeping with a lot of women, oh, that's nice, everyone wants that, uh, but they're still broken. So it is a thing. Where I stand on meditation, I'm not exaggerating. I have only meditated for 1 hour in my life. One of the other founders of Game Global, Kieran, he made me meditate in public for 1 hour. I was like, man, this is I'm not sure that I don't do this stuff. Personally, I'm an ENTJ, so I see a lot of things differently. I still feel, for me, not for everyone, I can see that it benefits a lot of people, but for me personally, I see it as a waste of time for myself. But I recognize that it can be useful for
Okay,
others.
I
I'm
have
just so
interesting story.
focused
Okay,
on
yeah.
like doing as much as I can. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first thing, I live with a healer. My girlfriend is a healer, energy healer. So like I was like all my, not all my guys, but like, whenever there is some like, childhood stuff, and actually lots of pickup guys, they suffer from either parents or early childhood traumas. And that's what I noticed. Like, lots of them, lots of our students, they never received the true love. They don't understand. They didn't have a mother, father. There was some like, something wrong with the kind of initial relationship setup. And then of course, they accumulate traumas through rejections through their life. And, so it goes on. And so it really is like, cleaning that inside. And, we live in a very stressful, very crazy way. But meditation, okay, so this is going to go in many ways. Meditation is very good because if you look at back in the days, like our grandparents, okay, like they spend like whole day working on field, like kind of doing the stuff, kind of physical. They will come home, they will sleep full 8 hours, okay, like and that 8 hours of sleep was enough to rejuvenate the body with a new energy for the next day. Okay, today we don't sleep anymore 8 hours, where it's like and there is so much stress that 8 hours sleep cannot clean the whole body. So you need additional tools: yoga, breathing, breath work, meditation. 20 minutes of meditation equals like 4 hours of sleep. I think 2 or 4 hours of sleep, So it is beneficial. And now, like, traumas, yes, I would say more and more, I'm seeing more and more guys with traumas, with different stuff, like from previous relationships, even having lots of girls, fucked up girls will cause traumas. What I'm doing regularly, like, as a coach, I clean myself because, working with students, with clients, we accumulate because you're the sponge. You spend whole, weekend with all that it's stress. You take lots of those, you absorb lots of those energies, like, their pains, their fears when you're releasing it, like, so it really is, you need to know how to clean yourself from all of that. What I do, I go to Peru. I have a shaman in Peru. I go really deep in a jungle on Amazon River, and I do ayahuasca. Like I did like 3 years ago, I spent month and a half with two shamans in a village on ayahuasca ceremonies, like month and a half of puking everything from me. Like really, like your soul is going out. You guys, have you ever done? And I'm like, mushrooms are nothing comparing to this. This is like, ayahuasca takes you and it's like, okay, this is your ex-girlfriend. Okay, now we're gonna clean this. Puke. Take the bucket, it's going out from you. And really, like really it goes out from you. It's insane. Like, it's insane, like, how what you can do with that. It's that medicine is like beyond anything what I have seen. Like, really, it's phenomenal. Like, and I would, like people treating cancers and stuff. It's something maybe like for your wife, like, at one point, like, I'm gonna recommend you, like, one center where to go. really like, I mean, like opens, okay, besides that, you know, you basically the whole spiritual, like, you know, world opens up, you go to your past lives, you understand your mission, why you are here, like you can, like, you know, communicate with your, you know, with the spirits, with different entities, aliens, like you name it. It's most wonderful and most horrifying month and a half of my life, you know. I really, like, you know, it's, and especially when you're going really deep, and I had things to clean, especially with all this, you know, kind of 25 years of coaching, and like basically you, but ayahuasca is like, okay, you see this guy, okay, like this guy, you know, you remember him, okay, now take the bucket, let's clean him out, you know. Then the girls, then ex-girlfriends, you know, it was really like, so I mean, even if you live amazing life, you accumulate basically, I mean, like you accumulate so much of stress in everyday life, you know, things are happening like so fast. And so yes, especially for the coaches, especially for the young coaches, you basically, when you're working with people, you need to know how to clean yourself, like energetically, like, you know, after dealing with them and being with them, because, you know, it's simply, you know, that's kind of what I teach to my kind of my instructors, my coaches, like, you know, we have, like, you know, ways how to meditate and basically how to clean your aura, your energy from them after long day of work with clients, you know.
No, I thought that was a bit funny because you mentioned Peru and my wife is from there. So no
Yeah,
matter what way Peru is mentioned, I'm just like, oh yeah, fun.
yeah, you
One
have
of
to
the
try
reasons
that. That's, yeah.
Badboy has an incredibly good point. One of the reasons why I stopped doing this is just you get so much. Imagine if your career is 10 years, imagine 3 times that, and they're so damaged. Now I have the joy of working with 7, 8 figure business people who want me to apply NLP to their sales process, and there I don't need to deal with the rest of it. I've hung on the cross long enough. I have the right to come down and do my own thing. But Badboy, that's a brilliant point.
Like we had cases at home, like it's unbelievable. Like, you know, she was working with a guy, I know, guy was like super depressed with some ex-girlfriend, angry on women, like, you know, like they cheated on him. So she was working, mistake number one, basically we invited him to our, basically she used to work during the lockdown, actually, like, you know, basically we worked in the living room, she worked in the living room the whole sessions. I came from a gym and just, I don't know why, I just had to fight with her. You know, we end up arguing with fights because the energy was still in the room. And then actually, okay, we made, like, you know, kind of lots of rules. Okay, first, if it's some kind of healing session happening, like either the Zoom, like energy is there, it needs to clean up, open all the windows, clean up all the air, or really use techniques to clean up the space and energy, because it's unbelievable how powerful it is. Really. So you really need, like, you know, I mean, if you don't clean yourself, it's gonna go into the trauma, as Ross saying, like, you know, kind of it's gonna happen into you. Like, so really being a coach, guys, you know, kind of they think really like, okay, we are kind of banging girls, making money, flying around the world, but they have no idea what's happening behind the scenes.